Hi everybody, I'm going to do a few videos here about different documentaries and movies I've been seeing. So the first one is called Federer, the Final 12 Days, and it's a sports documentary because for all the people who are not aware, Roger Federer was and probably still is one of the best tennis players in the world. I say world because he's Swiss. Okay. And to take you guys back a little bit, Pete Sampras was the biggest champ in tennis forever, for a good 10 years. And there was a lot of speculation about whether or not he was going to retire because he started not winning all the matches and not being able to throw aces and all this stuff, okay? And an ace is a shot that you throw that's so good that your opponent cannot reach it, okay? And Pete Sampras, for the decade or more, was known as the ace king. He could throw an ace from anywhere to anyone, 100 miles an hour, no joke. He was like a baseball player, only he played tennis, okay? And then this little upstart, Roger Federer, comes in. And I was watching the match actually. This was decades ago because Roger Federer had a 24-year career and he's now 41 years old. So that means that he started at roughly 17, 18 years old. Okay? So imagine yourself, you're 29, 30, and this little kid comes up, he's not even 20, beats you like you wouldn't believe. It's going to be front page news. It's going to be world news. Well, I can tell you that when I watched it, I was shocked. I, I said to myself, wow, I thought Sampras was supposed to win everything. Wow, this kid is good. And then it came out that he was from Switzerland somewhere, and he had been playing forever. And yeah, he became a household name kind of overnight, kind of like the Williams sisters back in the late 90s, 2000s. Yeah, they became like a household name overnight. Little did we know that they were playing Compton the whole time. Okay. So Roger Federer was, he came out of the gate running, and he ran and he ran and he ran, and he would win everything. And then the only person to give him some competition really was, well, Rafael Nadal from Spain, and then also Novak Djokovic, because back in their country you don't pronounce the D, I think. Um, okay, so and then there were stories, headlines about the world tennis team. You know how the world is taking over and gonna take all the titles from the U.S. and it was a big thing. And then he just kept winning and winning and winning and winning, and to the point where I didn't think Federer was ever gonna lose. And he would lose every now and again, but it wasn't anything major. I mean, he was ranked number one for a while. And then when he started losing a little bit, he maybe got to rank number two. So it never got below that, right? And and then as he started getting older, in about 2000, I think, 2000, 2001, they started talking about, oh, he's starting to get injuries and he should retire and he's going to retire and he's been in the sport for so long anyway, and but he didn't quit. Although he kind of knew that with as many surgeries as he had, his time was getting shorter and shorter. Now I've talked about this quite a bit before, and I equate it to any sport. Um, an athlete, whether good or bad, like even an athlete at the top of their game, is going to reach a peak, and then you can't help but decline after that. The problem is that you want to, well, first of all, I would think, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes here. Okay, I would think that I would want to decline at all. But if I had to decline, I want it to be like a little bit, not like a peak and then, whew, you know? Um, so, uh, turned out in September 2022, he made the decision to retire from tennis. And the documentary shows from a little bit before that to the day he announced it to the feedback he got for, say, I don't know, a month after that, because he did play his last tournament. It was a World Cup thing, but like more like a team tournament because Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer were on a team together, and then Djokovic was on a team with someone else. There were a lot of people, two-person teams. Okay, and uh, actually, what's ironic, slightly funny, is that he was crying. Roger Federer was crying when he said he was going to retire, and other people were crying too. But I didn't think about it this way until my dad brought it up, actually. He said, imagine putting your whole life into something and then you finally decide you're going to retire. It's like losing your whole world. Everyone you know is either in the sport or connected to the sport. So if you leave, it's like losing part of your family and you don't know when you're going to see them again. I mean, yeah, you're going to see them again, but it's never going to be the same as it is when you're playing the sport. And it's true. Um, so yeah, if you really want to know what he was thinking and everything, and get really personal, then watch that documentary, and it's on Prime Video. It's free. Well, I think it's free, obviously, if you're a member, but I don't think you have to pay for it to watch the documentary. So, all right, bye everybody.